All right. Welcome y'all to the first race of the show Xfinity Series. This is the Don't Wreck on Turn 1 Daytona 2020 Daytona 225. Should get some good racing tonight. We have a great turnout. Really great turnout tonight, so you should see some good, really close pack racing. We're getting our qualifying underway. Should see a whole bunch of names up here in a second, so don't pay too much attention to it being empty. Daytona isn't really too hard to mess qualifying up on as long as you don't touch that outside wall on your out lap. So we should be seeing some really close times here coming up. Other than that, if anybody has any drivers they'd like to see featured, put it in the chat. We'll get them up here. Get some focusing going on them. Otherwise, it's going to be seeing a lot of cars just side by side for a whole long amount of time. Right now, we're focusing on the 09 of Stephen Carlisle. I've heard he's pretty fast. We'll have to see how that goes in this race. Daytona's more luck than pretty much anything. I mean, it has some skill, but it's more luck. So we'll have to see how he goes. Yeah, Darby's pretty cool. See what Darby's up to. Let's see. Here we go. Here's Darby Merritt. Some say he's a pretty cool guy. At least I think so. It says he's a #1 fan of the $1.50 Costco hot dog meal. Personally, I prefer Sam's Club when it comes to anything grocery store hot dog related. But let's hope he does good. So far, we got Charles Atwood sitting on pole with a 50.34, and Aaron Rucker a close second. Their times are pretty much identical, separated by thousandths of a second. We have Stephen Carlisle and Brian Fowler sitting in third and fourth. They're also separated by hundredths of a second. A lot of close times here. This should get pretty exciting, but Daytona qualifying matters kinda. It's more of wreck avoidance than anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see drivers just not put down a time and prefer to start in the back so then they don't get into those accidents. Let's see, do we have any drivers on track? We have Cameron Romano. See what he's up to. Ooh, driving slow. Let's see. There we go. Jack Carter is finishing up his first lap. Looks like most of our drivers have put down a time. Just waiting on a couple more. We'll have a couple minute intermission here between qualifying and the race. We'll see how everything lines up. So we have Quentin Carpenter here. Taking that high line. And that looks like that's qualifying. So here is your starting 12, well, top 12 for the race. We have Sitting on pole, we have Elliott Drummond. Right behind him is Vinny in the number 12 car. We got Atwood in the 32. Aaron Rucker coming in 4th. Stephen Carlisle 5th. Brian Fowler 6th. Kaleb coming in 7th. And let me see if I can see this better. Tiny screen. What's it? We got Ryan Faggins in 8th. Ivan in 9th. Jack in 10th. Zach in 11th. And Darby coming in P12. Let's see. Kind of chilly out tonight. Not too chilly with it being Florida, but track temps are a little colder. Don't really matter all too much with it being flat out all the way around. Won't be really seeing tire wear being an issue. Wind as much in basically nothing as an issue weather-wise tonight. Just all about going fast and staying in that draft. You will see some drivers might not take tires just because the wear is not that bad. So on restarts, we might see some wheel spinning just from drivers not taking tires. But other than that, shouldn't really see anything too crazy about that tonight. But should have a pretty good race. Here are your championship standings. Everybody's at 0 points. Everybody's in first place. But after tonight, that should change. As we get ready to go here soon, we will be seeing one stage break tonight. That'll be on the end of lap 30. So we have a 30 lap stage here at the beginning, and then we'll be running the rest 65 laps to the end. We might see some pretty aggressive and not too aggressive moves here coming to 30, and then expected to kind of relax a little bit coming after. It is Daytona, and some drivers do think you can win on lap 1, so we might see some crazy moves here in the beginning. Wouldn't be surprised if we got an early caution, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Hey Darby, this is Kat up in the
Hey.
booth. You got me?
Yep, I got you.
So you're starting out. Was it P12, right? How
Yeah, yeah.
what's your mindset for the beginning of this race? Because it's a
You
pretty
know,
long one.
I think I'm gonna try to stay ahead of the madness that's gonna occur behind me. I don't want to push to be too aggressive, but I'm more than happy staying around this position, maybe getting a little bit further up. I just don't want to have to deal with avoiding the big one.
Yeah, that's a that's a good way to go. Do you think we're gonna get one here at the beginning, or you think it's gonna be a little later? How do you think it's gonna go?
I don't want to jinx anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
That's a pretty good approach. Well, I wish you the best of luck. You definitely have people rooting for you here, so good
Hey,
luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Shoot, what team are you part of again?
G3M.
That's right. Well, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, as we are about to get underway tonight, let's see. We got Elliot on the front. He's going to be leading us to green. Um, as in this season in the show, we have implemented the choose cone rule, which will apply every single restart after this one. So everybody will get to choose. We'll get to see how people are thinking here soon. But we are about to come to green. Pace car is in. See, here we go. Green, green, green. We got that 3 car right up behind Vinny. He's going to be pushing. That outside line is always strongest around Daytona when you got more cars with you behind. But everybody's going to be wanting that inside line because that is one of the safest lines there is around here. Getting wreck happens on the outside. Better go inside than out. Let's see. Big, huge gap on the outside. Somebody going below the yellow. Vinny with a huge, huge run thanks to his help behind. So far, so good. Haven't got a wreck on lap one. Vinny's at the bottom. Let's see. Some good side-by-side racing. It looks like the rear kind of broke up a little bit. Let's hope they get that back together, otherwise they're going to fall off real quick. So got Vinny leading the inside line and Aaron leading the outside line. A little bit of swerving, but everybody's keeping that thing real straight. Love to see it. See that Tempest car there on the outside needs to start getting it together. He's going to make that whole line drop. Still Vinny out here leading. The 33 of Elliot Drummond giving him a good bump draft. Ooh. Elliot goes to the outside. No help. No help whatsoever for Vinny there on the inside. 32 of Charles Atwood coming up behind Elton. The outside line is just so quick. So quick. somebody touching the wall there on the outside. It was swerving the 3 wide. Let's hope that sorts itself out. Do not want a big one this early. Still Vinny on the inside, Elliott on the outside. That looks like that 3 wide sorted itself out. Still 2 wide here at Daytona. What a push by Aaron there, right on his bumper. Let's see, it looks like people are starting to spread out a little bit there in the back. Might be seeing a second back here forming a little bit. Right now it just looks like people are just all spread out. And we're starting to get a little single file here in the front. Vinny dropped to 3rd on the inside line. That 3 car of Aaron Rucker is still right on the behind of the 33. So we got the 85 here with the run on the outside. Little 3 wide. And it sorts itself out. New outside line leader of Aaron Rucker. There's the big one. There it is. Wow. Wow. Let's see if we can get an idea of what happened. Let's see. It's like Alexander was involved. Let's see what happens. Ooh, just Neswick car just comes up, hits the wall, and there it is. A lot of cars were able to avoid that. That's always good to see. You never want to see tons of cars in there. See if we get a chopper cam version of it. That Neswick car on the outside, the yellow 7, there it is. Puts him in the wall. A lot of cars get by. Looks like most of them just tiny amounts of damage, nothing too serious. Glad to see it wasn't the big one this early. A lot of cars still running. See how many go in the pits here in a little bit. Might see some cars just coming to top up on fuel. Something like that. Try to get in the rear. So if something like that were to happen again, they could avoid it. Personally, that's what I would do. If I wasn't guaranteed at the front, put me in the back. But right now, we have Aaron Rucker sitting in P1 with his Oreo Camaro. We have Elliott Drummond sitting in P2. Ryan Fagan's P3. Vinny sitting in P4 in the number 12 Ford. Kaleb sitting in 5th. We're running pretty well. It's a really good race in there before that caution. Just looked like somebody went and made a little oopsie daisy and got a little too close. There's a little bit about our leader there. We got some Gage fans in here as well as some Rucker fans. Let's see, where's Gage sitting? Gage is sitting here in P17. So Gage is running pretty good. Let's see if I can get out towards the front later. Looks like we might be coming to the one to go here soon. You'll start to see some cars either get far on the inside, far on the outside. That's our choose cone system, trying to make it like the real thing. Let's see. Oh, this is a perfect angle. Let's see what we get. Race car light's still on. Yep, looks like it'll be. Yeah. Oh, no, it's this time. Should see some interesting strategies here. This will tell you who's good on the outside, who's good on the inside. But you do not want to be on that outside with no help. You will drop back super quick. It's all about trusting that car behind you, hoping they know how to push and stay with you. We have half a lap to go till we go green here. Still have Aaron Rucker P1. We have that Oreo, Aaron Rucker in the Oreo Chevy. Down there on the inside, he'll be leading the field to green. So on the restart zone. Brian Fagan's sitting on the outside in front. And we have that 12 Ford of Vinny sitting there and right behind that Oreo Chevy. I know Vinny's pretty quick, so I do not doubt one bit that Aaron's gonna drop back any. I think they're gonna have a good launch here, as long as Vinny does not hesitate. Pace car should be coming in here in a second. Pace car is in. And it's green, green, green. Good run on the outside. Really good run by 85. I apologize to Vinny for jinxing him there. Really good run on the outside. That 28 was right on the bumper, but then he gets ditched. Ryan Fagan just left him out there. I do not imagine Kaleb being too happy about that one. See some good 2 wide. Ooh, we already have 2 packs starting to form a little bit. And McDonald's super back there needs to catch up quick. So Ryan Fagan's P1 there on the inside. 28's getting a little close to a 3. Real close. Starting to get some gaps to form there in the back. That is not good for anybody who's trying to play it safe. We're mostly 1 wide when it comes to the cars in the rear, but we're 2 wide here at the front. A little bit of swerving back and forth. You never really want to see that. It's a big, huge gap there on the outside. But these front cars are doing real good. Yeah, it looks like we're starting to get 2 packs here forming. Ryan Fagans is still leading. Our 28 Super has yet to get up there. They're still hanging just a tad back. Oh yeah, there's our two packs. A little bit of people who were sprinkled in the middle. But this front pack is running real good. Coming close to halfway through the stage, car goes below the yellow line. Guess he's trying to stay safe and run him back in. That's always good to see. Good thing there's two packs, otherwise that wouldn't have been pretty. 28's at the bottom, finally gets in front of the 85. That 28 car did not want to be there at the top. A little bit of wiggling from the 85. 4 car running right beside that 28 with a 9 right behind him. That 22 is going to need that car behind him to get as close to him as fast as he can. Otherwise, that line's going to start falling off. There's so many cars closely packed on that inside. Ooh, who was that? It is the 4 of Darby. If you remember in our interview, Darby said he was going to be a little cautious here. But here he is sitting up the front, so I guess that went completely out the window when he had the chance. So you have Darby Merritt leading your inside line and Zach Thomas Johnson leading your outside line. Good to see some of the show veterans over here in the front. Always a good thing to see. Oh, and there's the wreck, and Darby's in it. Ah! There's the big one. There's the big one. Oh no. Oh no. You hate to see it. This early in the race. Let's see if we can get an idea what happened there. Let's see. Where's our chopper? Where is our chopper? Here it is. Let's see. So we were focusing on Adam Baker here. Ooh, just looks like a bad push. Ooh. And everybody's in that one. Let's see if we can get another view of that. Check out the... Here we go. Ooh. 9 couldn't take that push from the 45. Don't know what happened there. Man. That is unfortunate. That is, man. You hate to see it. You really do. Man. We should be getting some cars in here in a second. Coming to pit. We're a little bit past halfway in the stage. Might see some guys try to chance it to stay up the front, but anything can happen at Daytona, and that's what just happened. So we have the 9 coming in, 40. Everybody looks like they're coming in. We have a few guys might not have damaged cars who aren't. Pretty much everybody's coming in here. A lot of damaged cars out there. Man, you hate to see it. Man, that is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. A whole bunch of cars in there. There's that Gage up there in the lead at the moment. Barry Neal, P2, out of Australia. Elliot Drummond over in 3rd. Jeremy T-Bond 4th. And Tommy Carroll Jr. sitting in 5th. See if we can put Gage in here. Hey Gage, this is Cat in the booth. You got me? Guess not. Let's see who else we can get out here. I guess Gage didn't want to interview. Let's see. Let's see what Darby's up to. Let's see what Darby's up to. So I know he's gonna have an opinion on that. Oh, Gage wants back. Never mind. Gage, this is Cat in the booth. You got me now?
Yeah, I got you. Sorry about that.
So, we're sitting P1 now. What you thinking?
Yeah, I got you.
So, what's your plan for the rest of the stage?
I'm just trying to survive right now.
Sitting P1, not too many laps to go left in the stage. You know, try to play it safe and get some points. Or you're gonna try to fight to stay at the front, get the stage win.
Judging by how the racing has been, I'm definitely keen on staying up front. I've got to represent Gem Racing. I'm the last shot in the chamber, so to speak. So I'm gonna fight, but I'm also not gonna really try to cause anything.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Let's just try to keep that car undamaged. There's a lot of cars that got caught up in that one. At least half the field there, so you might have an aero advantage here on the start. So
Yeah, it's just about making the right moves, and hopefully I can keep this Nomad Trek Mustang in the lead.
here's hoping. I wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, so that was Gage. He's currently our leader. A lot of cars got damaged in that one. And we are one to go, half a lap to our restart. We'll be starting with 11 laps to go. Whole bunch of damaged cars out there. Got Gage here leading our inside line. He'll be the one who's deciding when we start going. We have Barry Neal in the 23 Supra on the outside line. He's going to need to pay attention as much as he can to Gage. Don't want that outside line to fall apart. All the people behind him don't want him to hesitate. So we'll see how it goes. And we are coming here to green. And here we go. We are green here at Daytona again. Good start up there on the outside by Barry. Has that Kyle Busch team car right there on his butt. But that inside line is just all super close together. A little bit more spread out. Somebody's pinned up against the wall. See if they let him back down. 23's driver in the middle. Don't know why. Let's see, where everybody's starting to get a little spread out, and we are caution again. Oh no. Let's see what happened there. Looks like Ryan Faggins was involved. He was running up the front. Ooh. I can already tell that does not look all that great. Let's see what happens there. Ooh, just come... No, that was a crash from earlier. Let's see, let me get my replays all figured out. Here it is. Looks like Archie was involved. Ooh. Ooh, there it is. Right in front of him, too. And Archie just gets flung up in the air. That's just his luck. Nick Vasquez was involved. See what happened with him. They're just sitting there 3 wide. Ooh. Bumps. 22 bumps to 9 and goes right down into him. Hate to see that for Nick. First race back and already some unfortunate things happening. Hope to see him back up there. He's one quick driver. Looks like Gage lost a little bit of Barry there off of that bad restart. Got some cars starting to turn into modifieds from these wrecks. Hate to see it. Not even a third of the way in. A lot of cars starting to come into the pits. We have a couple of guys who are just sitting down there. With not so many laps left in the stage, I'd imagine not too many people are going to try to go down there. But you never know. Alright, we're coming to one to go. Well, we are on one to go now. Starting to see if what people are choosing. I'd imagine a bunch of guys are going to try to be on that inside line just because it's so much easier to drive that inside line than just the outside. Gage here is going to be hoping to not have a repeat of the last restart. He dropped and Barry just got him with such a good start by Barry there on that last one. So being to repeat it here, stay up front, representing the entire country of Australia alongside Archie Williams, who was involved in that last wreck. Hopefully we can see Archie back up here. He's pretty good at turning right, but turning left, But here's hoping he comes back up here. Should be coming to green here in a minute. Starting with 7 laps to go left in the stage. Our top 5 are Barry Neal, Gage Cognet, Jeremy T-Bond, Elliott Drummond, Tommy Carroll Jr. See how this restart goes. A lot of aerodynamic cars there in the rear, so might see that back part start to fall off. Pace car is in. We are coming to green. And there's the green flag, and we're off. Pretty good restart for Barry again. Not the best restart for Gage. Just didn't have the help back there. Let's see. Yeah, that outside line just completely fell apart. See all those aero damaged cars starting to spread out a little bit there in the rear, but everybody up here with not as much damage, keeping it close. That 55 out there with a run. That's Gage there in the Ford on the outside. Oh, Australian internet disappeared. So Gage is now your leader, just barely. Should just be switching back and forth for a little bit. That outside line is going to need to get right back up to him if they want to do anything. That 36 car is just sitting way too far back. But they're also kind of spreading out way more than they should there on the inside as well. Ooh, somebody's in the wall! Somebody's in the wall! We still green? We are still green. Still too wide up here in the front. Do not want to see another wreck. Especially this close to the end. Looks like we have our 2 packs now. A couple of damaged cars here in the front one. Looks like they all started to settle down a little bit. We have 5 laps left to go here in the stage. Should see some moves coming here soon. Oh, look at that backpack. That's unfortunate for those cars with damage. Bush car comes down the inside. Just keeping it safe here at the front. They got a plan. Yeah, that backpack just dropped off completely. We need to get in a single file line, otherwise we're just gonna fall off. So 19, get up there, come on, man. Great push by the 33. Gage is gonna love that if he can keep it. Especially coming to 1 to go soon here in the stage. Coming to 3 to go. And some people starting to ditch that outside line. That 36 really needs to get up there if they want a chance at getting any higher position here when the stage comes out. Ooh, a little bit of movement. We're 3 wide there in the middle. Ooh, getting a little squirrely there. Looks like we're 2 wide again. And we're under yellow. Ah, what happened there? Man, that stinks. Devin Peel was involved. Let's see if we can get an idea what happened. Let's see. Ooh, just I hate to see netcode incidents. Man. Let's see if we can get a different one of that. Just gets a tiny little bump from the car behind and just goes down right into that 77. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. I hate to see it. You hate to see it. That should be the end of the stage, I'd assume. Yeah, that should be the stage. So it looks like your top 10 for the stage is Barry Neal is your stage 1 winner. Gage Cognet sitting in P2, Jeremy T-Bond 3rd, Elliott Drummond in 4th, Tommy Carroll in 5th, Cameron Keel 6th, Kaleb Bryan in 7th, Ray Gill 8th, Christian Delgado in 8th, 9th Brian Fowler, and 10th Ivan Ramirez. Might be a little off towards the end, everybody started moving. But everybody's coming to the pit lane now. Everybody's in there. It's crazy. Might see some switching up based on if people take tires, people repair damage, and all that. Didn't seem like too many cars were involved in that last wreck, so that's always good to see. Oh, we definitely have a lot of guys in there repairing their cars. We got a long run ahead of us till the end. No more stage breaks after this one. And the people coming out with no bumpers and no hood. Take those fenders off and you got you a modified. You have Clay Nelson sitting in P1 at the moment. With Tommy Carroll in P2. Should be coming to the one to go here soon. Let's see if we can get somebody in here to talk to. Let's see if we can get Tommy. Hey Tommy, this is Cat up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, brother.
So, you're coming in the pits. You got any damage on your car after like all these wrecks? Or did you stay pretty clean here?
I only got 1.3 second of optional, so we're doing alright. I missed my box the first go through, so coming back through now, but it's alright. I'd rather start from the back than the front.
Oh yeah. We got a huge long run till the end here. No more stage breaks. What's your strategy looking like?
I'm gonna try to play it as patient as I possibly can, and then when I feel like it's time, I'm just gonna go for the straight.
As you should, buddy. I wish you the best of luck. I hope to see you up there at the front towards the end.
Sounds good. Thank you, brother.
Good luck, buddy. Alright, that was Tommy Carroll Jr. Sucks that he missed his pit box. He would have been up there towards the front. And it looks like we're coming to one to go. Yeah, we are on one to go here now. Let's see, who do we have up front? Looks like we have Clay Nelson starting here on the inside, and we have a 36 of Cameron Keel starting on the outside. We should start to see some drivers playing it more safe than we have already. Really long run ahead of us. A lot of these guys, you'll probably see some aggressive moves just because why not have some fun. But here's hoping to keep it going. You know, and here we go, coming to green. Clay Nelson takes us to the green flag. There on the inside, there's a little gap behind him. Looks like that second car on the outside road got right up on the bumper of Cameron Keel. But Clay got a really good jump there. But that is, ooh, and that outside, yeah, no help on the outside line. We should start to see a lot of single file here soon. Looks like we're 3 wide in the front. Nope, back to 2. Spread out a little bit. Should see a second pack here form soon. Right now, Atwood's on full slap since the stage break. 28 sitting right behind him. He's been up front the whole time, and he goes to the outside. The outside line finally became something. Well, that 16 is need to get right back on the bumper soon. It looks like Clay drops out of it. He thinks better of himself. I do not blame him one bit. Long race ahead. That 16 is going to need to stay right on the bumper. That 57 with all that aero damage, he's just going to drop if he doesn't stay in that draft. Looks like we're running pretty good here in the front. A little bit of wiggling. Everybody's trying to figure out where they want to be. Should see some guys start to drop to the bottom unless they're trying to be up towards the front. A lot of people down the inside. It's the safest line around here. Easiest to avoid crashes. It looks like there's a little bit of damage. Oh no, that's just the paint. Don't have too many cars with damage here at the front, except for that 16. Looks like a little bit of damage on the rear of that 57, but that's not bad. So we are starting to get a little bit spread out. Single file there in the rear, and it looks like we might have a pack going back there. Oh, there's a single. Let's see. Yep, starting to get a little single file. It's going to start clearing and start dropping. It's going to be in the lineup there. So if Kaleb Bryan in the 28 car, he is now your leader. That inside line just has way more people. Way more people, and that outside line doesn't seem to be wanting to keep too close to each other. Let the Monster Energy Super come jump to the top, and that leads to the McDonald's Super to come to the bottom, and the 36 in the wall, and we are wrecking, and there it is. 22's involved again. Oh no. Like I said earlier, hate to see it this early, especially with this long run. Man, that's unfortunate. See if we can get an idea what happened there. See what we can see. Ooh, just missed it a little bit. Let's see if it'll tell me. Oh, there it is. Whoa. There's everybody trying to avoid and just going into each other. Everybody just spinning everywhere. Get a blimp cam of that. Let's see. Just looks like that orange car comes down and it just causes everything. A 22 on his side for that one. Man. Big wrecks, they're real fun to watch. Not fun to be a part of. Especially when you're in one of these cars that have just been up there the entire time. Especially do not want to be in a huge wreck like that to start your season. Do not want to start your season off on a bad foot. Should see some drivers come to the pits here soon. Looks like a lot of cars were involved in it. Looks like Gage wants back in here. Let's see what he wants to talk about. Oh, Gage is saying farewell. Let's see. I know just the person we can talk to here. Hey, this is Cat up in the booth. You got me?
I got a copy.
So, a little bit past the stage break. How do you think you're going so far?
Well, considering my bumper fell off for tapping somebody, I'm kind of pissed at the damage model right now, to be quite honest with you.
Oh,
But
yeah.
really fast, number 54, Monster Energy Toyota Supra, so, you know, we're feeling pretty good up here. Don't know if I could win the race, but might be able to at least catch a nice top 10. You know, looking for big points. You know, this series there's not a lot of wins that matter anymore, so we're really just looking for a good point stay here.
Yeah, I mean you're doing pretty good so far. Just long race ahead of you. Just gotta keep that car safe. I bet we'll see you back up the front here towards the end.
Hey, that's the plan.
Oh yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Let's see if I can get you back in there. I put him in the wrong one. Yeah, I sure did. There's the right one. Let's see, and it looks like we might be having a slight issue with our graphics. Should be able to fix that pretty quick. See what we can do.
Yeah, I got a copy. I'm not too worried, you know. Still at full power on the engine, so only got about 2 minutes of optional repair. So this number 9 Chevy Bass Pro Shops machine is pretty good. Been working well with people in the field. Haven't made any enemies yet, so we're just trying to get this damage fixed and get back out there. Yep, thank you, man. Yep. Oh, I will. Don't worry about it. I will be back here later. You too.
Oh, my mic was not working. Thank you. I wonder how long it has been working. I'm kind of curious. But, got Kaleb Bryan here, up front. Been up there basically the entire time. That number 28 Toyota Supra has been running really well. Same thing with that 23 Supra of Barry Neal. Looks like our only Australian here in contention. The only other one is, yeah, other Australians out the race. So he's the only one left. So it looks like everybody's running pretty well. A whole bunch of cars out there with damage on. Hate to see it. Be coming to 40 to go here on the restart. Kaleb Bryan is going to lead us here on the inside line with Barry on the outside. See, are those lights off? Yeah, they sure are. Looks like we're going to get here soon. Yeah, you should just see, won't see too many cars up here at the front just because of everybody with damage. But we still have a lot of cars left in this race, a lot of people still holding on. A lot could still happen. We've already seen how much could happen so far with 55 laps of racing. It's going to be even more. Kaleb with a good launch down the inside with the 09 helping out behind. There to get the best of launch like he has earlier in the race. A lot of cars starting to fall back there on the rear. You can see Zach Johnson back there falling back like crazy. We got a car loose there on the apron. He keeps it down there. Good job by him. And we're mostly single file here at the front. A little bit of free wide there. Just a tiny, tiny bit. You see all those cars dropping back. We got two lines here forming up front. A little bit of gap to that second pack. But it doesn't matter to the last couple of laps where you are. Oh man, that 33 and that 45 is going to be pretty confusing now with both of them right beside each other. One on the inside, one on the outside. Have a super top 3 down there on the inside line. Love to see it. Oh, looks like that 33 is going to go to the outside with no help whatsoever. Nobody comes up with him. And he's just going to drop completely. Yep, there's nobody out there. It is a desert. Yep. Man, And he's going to try to get back in here. The other McDonald's Super lets him right back in. No, he doesn't. And there he goes. Now he lets him in. Looks like we have Barry is your leader. Caleb's a close second place. Those two have been up front pretty much the entire time. I don't think there's any, well, besides that little bit of rear damage on that 23, I don't think there's any other damage. Same with the 28 of Kaleb Bryan in second. This car looks really clean, especially for all these wrecks we've been having. Some pretty good running, pretty good, mostly single file here in the front. For that one damaged car there on the outside, needs to figure out a way to get in there. Yeah, a whole bunch of cars missing bumpers. All single file here at the front. Just got a couple of guys who can't find a way to get back in. Pretty much, yeah, all single file up here. That 28 and that 23 are just working great together. Yeah, they're pulling away. Getting a little bit of a gap. That third place Camaro of Stephen Carlisle has a little bit of damage on his front end, so this gap is not going to be too big for him, especially that rear end aero damage. We have one of the McDonald's Supers there on the outside with the 33 Supra. No help there on the outside, it looks like. None whatsoever. He's going to try to get that try to steal some of that air off the inside line to try to keep him up there. Now somebody comes up with him. Yeah, that 28 and 23 are just pulling away. Huge line of cars behind them, but they're just so quick. Yeah, single file all behind. These guys need to start working together, otherwise that 28 and 23 are just going to somehow pull away. That is a 0.3 second gap. Might not seem like a lot, but at Daytona that is a big difference, especially when you're going over 180 miles an hour. Ooh. Caleb tries to go to the outside, see what he can do, but there's, yeah, nobody. Nobody's out there. Anytime anybody tries to go out there, nobody's there to help. And he gets let back in, and he's now in third place. Got the 33 of Elliott Drummond and then one of the two McDonald's Supras there in P2. That's a good single file running. All single file. See if we get some different little angle real quick. Yeah, there's a little bit of bending there on that 33, but nothing too major. Don't really do all too much. But man, they sure do get close here. And just there's a look there at the rear of that 23. Won't do all too much. It's way better to have rear than front end damage, especially when you're leaving the pack, but it's still not going to help you all too much. Ooh, we got a run here on the outside. Finally, it looks like somebody's going to get help here on the outside. There's just one car, that is the 28 of Kaleb Bryan. 23 gap behind him. Looks like we had the other McDonald's car coming out the outside as well. Looks like that's the 48 of Cody Leach. We have a mostly super outside line here. Those supers are just so quick around here. Got a McDonald's sandwich there with Kaleb as the bread. Not the bread, the cheese, whatever you want to have in your sandwich. Finally back to 2 wide here. Makes it a little bit more exciting. More likely to have a wreck though. Let's hope it doesn't happen. We're getting a really good run here. Looks like the 45 of Cody Leach dropped back a little bit. He comes back to the inside. Guess the outside line might not be working at the moment. Got a little bit of a line there on the outside. A little further back, you might see them coming to the front. Elliott Drummond's your leader. McDonald's 33 Supra with Kaleb right behind him. It looks like that outside is starting to get a run. There is no hood on that Mustang on the outside, it looks like. But man, anytime that 28 is on somebody's bumper, they just move. Ooh, 45 Cody Leach touches the yellow just a little bit. It's a little squirrely. That is not good for the cars behind him. Trying to get a little bit more cars here on the outside line, but it looks like that car on the outside has a little bit of front end damage. Same with the rear end damage. Definitely not good for him. A little bit of loose there, but yellow car there on the outside. Kyle Busch there with a run. Look at that. Cody Leach gets right up behind him. Yep. Leaves Cody Leach leading on the outside line. Gets a little car a little loose there on the inside. Keeps it going. Looks like good dodging by the cars behind him. More cars starting to get back to this inside line again. Still green. On lap 67 of 95. And a new outside leader. Ooh, might have somebody else jump up there. See if that outside line can get back up to the front. Ah, there's only 3 cars out there. That's not good. Still enough to maybe get something, but you gotta be real close to each other to do that. Still have Elliott Drummond leading. Pretty much single file here at the front. Corey Mott, who we interviewed not too long ago, sitting in P6 there on the inside line. He's at Monster Energy. Car with no bumper. A little bit of a lift, it seems like. Coming up to some lap traffic here soon. Let's hope we can get through this smooth. We're gonna stay there on the outside. Looks like it's like Thomas Johnson in the 9. Yep, I think it might be. You hate to see it. You really do. Yeah, that is Zach Johnson. We're gonna get a little 3 wide because of it. Man, he was running so good earlier in this race. But he's currently the first car a lap down. So if we were to get a caution here, praying we don't. If we do, he will get that lucky dog and get his lap back. And he's going to be fighting for that. Coming off some more lap traffic here. See what these guys do. They drop below the yellow. Yes, they do. Good on them. 16 goes into the pits, it looks like. Yep, he sure went into the pits. That was Adam Baker. Yeah, those Supras at 33, 28, and 23 are just so quick tonight. So, up front this entire time. 3 cars now, just like on this outside line. Everybody else on the inside. 4 cars now. Oh, another car coming in. 5 cars on the outside. They might try to get something done. Still doing with 25 laps to go. As we get closer to this end of the race, might see some crazy moves starting to go on. I wouldn't expect any too soon. Expect it maybe as we get closer to lap 10-ish. Start seeing some crazy moves. Corey Mott touches below that yellow line, gets a little loose, and he comes up, causes the 22 to get another wreck. And we are under yellow. Man. Corey. You hate to see it. You really do. I don't even know what happened there. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like Corey. No, he just went a little, touched that yellow, got carried down by it. Bang Energy Super just right in back of him. Everybody slows down in front, and Nick just passenger in that. There's nothing he could do. He couldn't see anything. Man, that stinks as a first race back for him. Man. Hate to see it. See if we can get some interviews going. See what that 22 car is up to now. Is he out there? Oh, there he is. Man, look at all that damage. See if we can pull him in here for an interview. Let's see. I cannot move him in here. Well, I guess we're not going to get an interview from Nick. See if we can maybe get one from Corey again. See if we get a little bit of explanation of what happened there. Hey Corey, this is Cat up in the booth again. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
What happened there? Looks like the line just carried you down.
My teammate was on the outside of me for a while there and putting the squeeze on me, and I think I just got in my own head that I was going to run into him and caught a little bit of the apron. I managed to save it, but the guys behind me did not manage to save it, so it's
yeah, that 22 car you just went by has been involved in most of the wrecks in this race. I wouldn't imagine he'd be too happy with you after he finds out that you're the one who caused that.
I mean, it was more of a racing deal. It was, flip the apron, and I managed to save it. Honestly, I'm just happy that my car is alive right now, and the guys behind me had the awareness to back it up and not kill me. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, didn't take too many people with you, but you're almost halfway there to being a modified. So
yeah, I mean, my front bumper is still gone, and I mean, car still feels fantastic, running in near the top 5 there for majority of that run. So honestly, we're feeling pretty confident of working our way into a top 10 here at least.
Oh yeah, always good to see you up there. The Supers look really strong this race. They've been running mostly top 5s this entire race, so we might see you back out there just because of the make. But
yeah, we're hoping. We put a lot of time into the simulator this off season. Really driving around the 24 hours of Spa. Really getting a lot of practice for avoiding these incidents here. Just happy to be alive after that race. To be quite honest with you. and happy to make it to Daytona to start the season.
Oh yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck, buddy. Hope to not see you back in here in the booth for another accident. But good luck there,
Yeah, I
buddy.
hope so. Thank you.
So that was Corey Mott again because of an accident. But still, the 28 and 23 are still up there in the front. So at 22 laps to go, the 21 laps to go here when we go green. Looks like those two McDonald's Supers haven't got too far apart. And somebody's getting rid of fuel back there. Let's see. And most of these cars up front here are Supras. 4 out of the top 5 are Supras. Here's a little representation of what cars we have towards the front. More Supras than about everything. Got a couple of Chevy sprinkled in there and a Ford. But mostly Supras. I guess they just have that aero advantage. A little bit slicker nose than the other cars. And they have a really nice interior, but I don't think that has anything to do about it. We should be coming here to green soon. As we come soon on to turn 4. Kaleb's going to be leading us to the green with Barry Neal leading the outside. A lot of cars deciding to choose the inside line. Do not blame them one bit. And we are going green now. Green flag. Caleb gets a good start there, but so does the outside line. Puts it on the outside. We're 3 wide now. Looks like he dropped back. And we're now back to 2. Oh, that 09 of Stephen Carlisle, we haven't seen him in a bit. He's back up front. Corey Mott found his way to 3rd in the outside line. That 23 thinks about staying on the inside, thinking about going to the outside. He goes outside. Been seeing this 23 and 28 race the entire time, side by side, right in front and behind each other, just switching back forth, back forth. That Corey Mott now 2nd there on the outside. And it's starting to spread out a little bit there in the back. Starting basically even there. Even Stevens with how many cars we have in each line. Corey Mott with a whole bunch of front end damage is going to need to be right behind that 23, and that 23 is going to want it because he's going to stay at that front. Everybody's running pretty good. Cars about the inside still. We do have 19 to go. We should start seeing some moves somewhat soon. More aggressiveness. Definitely going to start seeing some eagerness for the people closer here to start to want to get to the front. Because you can move up to that front quick. But not most of the time, especially when there's not much room to go by. Ooh, and the 33 gets in front of the 23. That, oh, touches him a little bit. 28 goes to block the 33. Ooh, and we're 3 wide here on the second row, and oh, there it is. There it is. Both McDonald's cars make it through. It looks like not a lot of cars in the rear made it. A lot of cars look like they were in that one as well. See who was a part of that? Yep, Corey made it through there. It looked like. See, it looked like it might have took the 09 was most definitely in that one. Stephen Carlisle, he finally got back up in the front. And it looks like he just went right back there. Yeah, 2 bumps to 66. Comes down to the 9, and he just nothing you can do. Good avoidance by a couple of those cars there on the outside. Man, hate to see it. Some expensive lawnmowers out there now. Man. But top 3 stays. Still have Kaleb Bryan, Barry Neal still up there. I think that being up the front is playing a lot in their favor for this race. We might see some cars come in here to pit for some fuel, top off. Just in case we get some green-white checkers here at the end, which we most likely will. Let's see. Top 5 as of now, after that incident, we have Kaleb Bryan. Jeremy T-Bond hasn't been up here all too much. Elliott Drummond, he's been up here quite a bit. Barry Neal and Corey Mott still up there with no front bumper. As we start lap 80, 16 laps to go here in the race. There's your lucky dog. That's Zach Johnson. He finally gets it. He's going to love to be back on that lead lap, but he's going to need to suck up to whatever car's in front of him here on these restarts. We can see Corey Mott up here with no front bumper. We can definitely see Zach Thomas Johnson back up here as well. But any of those cars that still have a bumper on here in the late stages of this race definitely have more of a chance than any of those guys without one. Should be coming to the one to go here soon. About half a lap. This is going to be one important choice, especially with the race coming towards the end. Especially with us coming towards the end of the race here soon. Where you are at on track matters a whole bunch, and you better hope the car behind you knows what they're doing. Otherwise, you're going to drop and you will lose any chance. Maybe if you get sucked up into a wreck. Do not want to see that. Kaleb's going to have the first choice here on lane, and then you'll have Jeremy T-Bond there. And that Chevy Camaro getting second choice. He's P2. And here we come to the choose cone. See what people do. Kaleb goes for the inside, Jeremy on the outside. It looks like a lot of guys are going for this inside line. A lot of people electing to go for that inside line. A couple wanting to go on the out, but you better hope the people around you know what they're doing there. Everybody's starting to get back together. Watch out for Corey Mott. He shot back up on that last restart, got right back up to the front. Same with Cody Leach. Watch out for him. He's in that 45 McDonald's car. He's been running quick. He's a very consistent driver. Same with Ryan Faggins. He was at the front here earlier in the race. And Jim Mott, he is always super consistent where he finishes. And he is a really great driver, so he might get back up there too. He's done a lot of avoiding this race. Nick Vasquez and the unsponsored 22. It's a black Ford Mustang. You'll see him there on the inside line. You might see him fighting to get up there. I'd imagine he has a lot of anger in him after being involved in all these wrecks. With no fault of his own. Well, no fault of... Yeah, he was not at fault for any of them. But as we come soon into turn 4, Kaleb Bryan will be taking the green flag here soon. And coming out of turn 4, pace car should be coming in here soon. We're restarting with 14 laps to go. Pace car is in. So the restart zone 33 is right on that 28's bumper, and here we go. We are green. Good start by that 28. Good start by that 33. Jeremy jumps down to the inside at 33 Camaro. That's good news for the 23 of Barry. He loves being in front of the line. He just has the 45 of Cody Leach behind him to help. A big gap behind that. That 54 Corey Mott sitting there in 4th still. Good position with a car with that much damage. 28 still leading us like he has been most of the race. That 38 right behind him. That 23 dropped way back. He's going to hope for somebody to come up there and help. Especially this late. He does not want to fall into that line and just be stuck. A little bit of blanket behind the 22. Other car jumps up to the outside to help a little bit. The 28 still there. And yep, it's just the 23 and that 33 there on, or the 23 and the 45 there on the outside line. Man, that stinks for that 23. It's good news for that 28 though. We're a single file for that top 4 there. Looks like some cars are starting to go on the outside. Just a little bit. You'll see more starting to go out there here soon. Hugging it inside. Looks like he has a little bit of front right damage there on that Toyota Supra. Nothing too bad. But they are a little bit of a gap. Now it's the top 5 single file. That 23 needs to figure something out quick, otherwise he's just going to keep falling and falling. The 45 of Cody Leach already figured it out. He has basically no help out there. All his help is way farther back. Some single file should be seeing some moves here soon. So, yep, mostly single file here on this front pack. Looks like the rear split up just a little bit. It's not good news for them. I would hate to be stuck in that. That 23 is still there hanging on the outside, just hoping somebody comes with him. As that we're all single file up front as we are now. 10 to go. 10 to go left in the race. 28 continues to lead us. 33 in second. And the 92 of Jeremy T-Bond there in third. surprised that 23 has not found its way back in yet. He's just hoping. He's been up there this whole race. He does not want to drop back. Oh, it looks like he has help from Cody the Leech again. So we might have some other cars following him. Becoming the 9 to go. Maybe. 54 Corey Mott forcing up the track just a little bit. Oh. Looks like Jeremy T-Bond wants to go to the outside. Now we're seeing some movement. Oh, nope, changes his mind. See slow car down there on the inside. You buy him just fine. Now Jeremy decides to jump back up. And here I was thinking I was indecisive, but see if he can stay up there. That's good news for the 23 though, now that he has help. He just wishes he was up there instead of T-Bond. As we get closer and closer to the end here, we are going to see some crazy moves. That 54 is currently running third, just barely. 92 there on his outside. Corey Mott needs to suck up here quick. Otherwise he's going to cause his whole line to drop back, and he's going to lose a lot of positions. Well, it looks like we are 3 wide. Just for a little bit. See if they figure it out. Oh no! No! Oh, that took the 23. Ah. That whole time. Looks like he got it fine. Not too much damage, a little bit of damage there on the front. Man, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. But hey, that's what 3 wide racing does. Something's gonna happen, and we are now under caution. Man. See if we get a good idea what happened there. Where did it happen? Looks like Jeremy T-Bone was involved in it. See if we can find it. There it is. Oh. See if we can get a little bit more of that in there. Ooh, he's going slow. There it is. Yeah, he just go. Ah. I don't know why he was going slow, but being in the middle of the track like that was not a good look for him whatsoever. Looks like a lot of good cars might have been involved in that as well. Not the front guys. Front guys got away just a little bit because of that incident with the 23 from earlier. Man, that is just unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Good news for Kaleb Bryan. But we're now 6 to go, coming to 5 to go here soon. Top 5 is Kaleb Bryan. Been up here most of the entire time. Elliott Drummond in that McDonald's Supra. He's been pretty much up here the entire time. Usually around 3rd, 4th, 5th, somewhere around there. Corey Mott. Crazy damaged car there in 3rd. Ryan Fagenson in 4th. He's in that 85 car. 85 Supra. And we have Gage found his way back to the front in the 42 Mustang. A lot of cars around here with damage. So it might just be an even playing field here now. We are now 5 to go left in the race. Expect a green-white checkered here coming up. Well, not this time, but we're most likely going to see another wreck. Especially with how crazy these guys are getting here at the end. pretty definitely, so I don't think we can get him in here. Let's see what else we have. Elliott Drummond. Let's see what he's up to. Can't get him in either. Let's see. No, we can get in here. Hey Gage, this is Cat up in the booth. You got me?
Got you, man.
Well, it seems like you got your way back to the front. You're sitting in P5 with less than 5 laps to go. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling confident, and I know that everything's right at this time.
Yeah, I'm hoping you could finish good here. Coming to the choose here in a second. You gonna tell us what you're about to do?
Well, as much as I would like to get outside of the choose spot, I'll try to get as close to the front as I can and hope that these guys get a little too racy.
I don't blame you. From my point of view, it looks like that outside line hasn't been doing too great as of recently. So I wish you the best of luck. Coming to 1 to go now. Hope to see you here in the podium here soon. But good luck.
Thank you kindly. Best of luck.
Oh yeah, good luck to you, buddy. Oh, that was Gage. He is our P5 driver at the moment. So where did he go? Yep, looks like he decided to go on the inside. He is that blue 55 car. Looks like that 33 of Elliott Drummond elected to go to the outside. Not too far away from his McDonald's buddy. But a lot of these quick cars are here on the inside line. Let's see that. See who is that blue car there on the outside. That is the 85 of Ryan Baggins. He's going to need to suck up to that 33 here on this restart. Otherwise, it's over basically for them. We're restarting with 3 to go left in this race. Definitely going to see some crazy moves here and there. So we can get here on the lead with Kaleb. There's a little bit of front end damage, but I think everybody else behind him is looking a little worse. The pace car is about to come in here in a minute. Kaleb's going to lead us to the green once again with Elliott Drummond there on the 33 Supra on his outside. So we come into the restart zone now. And we are green. 3 to go here at Daytona. Oh, when he goes up for the block, as that outside line gets a little bit of a jump. 33 comes down with the 28. Super power here in the front. But that outside line might be able to do something here. Might be. We got 3 cars out there. Most of them are on the inside line. Wouldn't be too surprised if we see some more guys jump out to the outside, but that 33 and the 28 are just pulling. That 54 Corey Mott needs to get up there quick, otherwise he's going to cause that whole inside to drop with that damage. If we have another car moved up to the top, it's Nick Vasquez. He's up there with no bumper. That's not good for that outside line one bit. Somebody comes down to the inside. That's Ray Gill. Let's hope he does not rejoin all that bad and cause another one, otherwise we're going to be looking at a green white checkered, and he does not. We're fine. Still that 28 of Kaleb leading the race, mostly single file here as with 2 to go. And once we get that white flag, there's no more cautions after that. Whoever survives to that finish line is gonna win. Nick forces his way to the bottom there. Comes back up though. Corey Mott's still in third. We're still looking like a good bit of single file running here. Now we're all single file in this front. For one, he's going to drop back, I assume, and we are one to go. That is the white flag. White flag. Still single file here. Should be hopefully seeing a move here soon. Corey Mott might try something. I imagine that 33 would go up to block, and 28 would then block him. 54 goes to the outside. 33 can't do nothing as he's alongside. More cars are jumping to the outside, going everywhere. Corey Mott has no help. No help for Corey. Have 4 cars out there with him now. Way more on the inside. It's looking really good for Kaleb here. 55 getting a little loose. He might try something here. That 33 is trying to get a run here to get alongside the 28. Here he goes. Going on the outside. Oof. We're too wide. It looks like it might be the 33. And it's the 33. Elliott Drummond wins. And then there's the wreck box.